and there was never a conversation like that. But Sheggz came out, apologized, and because I asked myself, why did you lie? He apologized.
Why did you lie about what?
Like saying I liked him when we never had a conversation.
Hey guys, it's day 10. It is finally the last day of the reunion. Awesome journey it has been. Anyways, as usual, here is everything you need to know about the final episode. And welcome to my channel. Please click the little red button bottom right and give me a thumbs up before we dive in. Now, Ebuka started off by talking to Sheggz. Ebuka asked Sheggz that Beauty and your girlfriend Bella are not on talking terms. Do you know this? And he's like, yeah, he wouldn't say that they're friends, that they're not friends at all. And he's like, but you are friends with Beauty. And he's like, yes, Beauty is my guy. We talk a lot and, we're cool. But however, Ebuka is like, how does that work? Like, in the first place, why are they not friends? And Sheggz, smart as, says he will leave it up to them to explain why. He has an idea of why they're not talking. But if you ask him, there are no big issues.
No, I won't say they're friends. Why is that? I don't think they have a massive issue with each other. In my own humble opinion, I'm sure you're going to ask them anyway. But I'm going to respect them as women and give them a chance to speak for themselves. Yeah, we're cool. Like, she's a real one. I'm real. So we just connect on that vibe. And obviously, that's my baby right there. So it works. Yeah.
Ebuka went on to ask Sheggz that body must be awkward, like being close to Beauty or even hanging out with her, and you guys like you both. She's not talking to like your babe. Like, how does that even play out? And Sheggz is like, the way his life is even structured, he's not like super close to anyone because the media is going to just kill him basically.
Just imagine me like pulling up somewhere and I'm chatting with Beauty. Like, come on, like. I might die.
Ebuka then asked Bella why she's not friends with Beauty, like outside of the house, that he understands that in the house they didn't meet each other or they were not exactly friends, just the earlier days in the arena and all, that he understands that, but why is it that they are not on speaking terms? And here's what Bella said.
She came to me that she knows my brother. Most people know my brother, so that's not a big deal. So we had no relationship. So I didn't think I owed her any loyalty inside the house. So I came outside and I realized that she unfollowed me. My handler also unfollowed her. I've just been hearing different things, but I really don't know why I was unfollowed.
Beauty then explained that she wasn't the one that unfollowed Bella, it was her handler. Like, duh, same difference. That anyway, when she asked why, they were like, there was nothing Bella had to say about you that was good when you left the house, hence the reason why. And that she thought about it, that it's not that deep anyways, that it's not like we were friends or it's not a big deal. Like, so there was no point her pursuing it. She just felt like they're not cool, so it might as well be that way.
Right, just like she said, there's actually nothing to discuss here because I didn't know her like that. We must not be friends.
Beauty went on to explain that at the end of the day, the only 2 times that she had spoken to Beauty, it was just her complimenting her. That first time saying, I know your brother, and the other time seeing her with Sheggz and basically just complimenting her. And Bella has never ever reciprocated the energy.
So there's even a clip of, I think, telling somebody else that Bella had said my lifestyle was sponsored by men. The part where she said maybe I liked a man, and there was never a conversation like that. But Sheggz came out and he apologized, and because I asked myself, why did you lie? And he apologized.
Why did you lie about what?
Like saying I liked him when we never had a conversation.
Ebuka went on to ask Bella how this is actually okay because her man is friends with this babe that we're talking about. And Bella was like, it doesn't matter to her because they both have different friends. They are friends that she also has that Sheggz does not like, and it's cool that, but for her, she's not speaking to Beauty because Beauty unfollowed her, and that's just it pretty much. And then she also went on to say that it's even okay if Beauty liked her man and Beauty maintained that there was nothing like that, and that to her that's fine, but that's not the issue. The issue is just majorly because she unfollowed her. Their teams are not even friends. Their fan base are always fighting, and she just thought we're not cool, and it is what it is.
It's his own person and my own person. I have friends that he doesn't also like. As long as we respect each other and there are boundaries, that's okay.
Next off, Ebuka asked Ilebaye about she and Brian. What was that about? Obviously, after showing a clip where there was that heated argument between Brian and Ilebaye where they cussed each other out and stuff, and Ebuka was like, please, that was really intense. Elebaye, what was going on here? And Elebaye was like, oh, she had overheard Brian telling somebody that, oh, she's his babe or she's out of bounds, like nobody should go there. And she's like, how dare you? We're not even cool like that. Obviously, after they had the argument over Modella using her hair stuff for Brian without her permission. Ebuka then asked her that did she really have feelings for Brian, because why so intense? Did Brian say he liked you, or what exactly was going on in that space? And here's what she said about their attraction or whatever it was.
Literally, like I felt because we cuddled, like it's always coming to my brain. I would like we vibed it because we're Gen Z. Gen Z is like the real ones.
She went on to say that he had told her that, oh, babe, I like you. This is what is going on here. But I'm still obviously trying to figure things out. And she just thought he was a player. And she too, she's a player. So what's he talking about? That anyway, she was willing to play his game. And as far as she was concerned, they were just vibing. But clearly, he was confused because he was also having the same feelings for Daniela. So she just thought, since Brian is confused, whatever. And anyways, they fell out after the day of that disagreement where she was arguing with Modella. And Brian, on the other hand, Brian feels like that argument came about because obviously he was hanging with Modella and she didn't like it. He believed that that was it. Even though Elebaye denied that that was the reason, he thought that Elebaye was rather childish, fighting Modella over the hair thing that she took without her permission, and kept on saying, Brian, you talk. And Brian was like, what was I supposed to say? Tell Modella to stop using the thing on my head, and that he just didn't want to get involved. And obviously, it was that attitude she brought and came at him, which is what led to their altercation.
I don't think I was playing anybody. I think we're just having fun. It's the house, like.
Brian was clearly withholding information. He didn't want to talk about the whatever it was that they shared. He was hiding behind it and saying there was nothing, but Elebaye was not having it. Elebaye gave different instances that once he was like he wanted to kiss, but he didn't want to say it out. That another time he had told someone else that he liked her, and that he had even come to tell her that he liked her outrightly. So basically, Elebaye wasn't having it and called Brian out on it. That in fact, when she was evicted, that he had told her that there was something that he wanted to tell her.
She went about things was a little bit childish, and if there was any need to say any of those things or have that type of conversation after the house,
again, Brian said that wasn't it. Brian was just going to call her out on how she had behaved, which was childish, and that was it pretty much. That if there was more to say, he would have said it since, because they had seen each other severally. Ebuka asked Elebaye if she believes him, and she said no, she does not believe him. She feels like what he wanted to say was basically address the issue of him having feelings for her and for Daniela at the same time, maybe as well as the altercation. But she definitely feels like there was more to it. And it is very clear that Brian was actually holding back, not wanting to own up to the situation. He was actually even forced to admit that he had said he liked her.
My dear, I can't remember this. I'm just like, I'm paraphrasing it. My dear, I'm going this way. And then like a couple hours later, she's arguing with Modella why Modella is making my hair, and she claims is because Modella did not give her or tell her. I don't know, really.
So clearly Modella was the issue at this point, and Ebuka asked Modella, was she aware that Elebaye and Brian were onto something? And she's like, of course, that she saw them, that even when Brian would be talking to her, Elebaye will show up and say, please Brian, come and massage me and stuff like that. And Brian said no, that he was everywhere. He even dragged in Christio into the gist, and Christio just said, of course, Brian is confused, and Brian was actually everywhere with everyone, and she didn't take him seriously. Modella then went on to say that she understood the situation, and even though Brian would come to her, she definitely understood that there was something going on there.
I understood that they had something together before I got in, but Brian kept saying, oh, Modella, when you came in, the dynamics of things in the house changed.
Ebuka now went on to Chrisio and asked about her love or whatever it is that she shared with Farm Savvy, and Christian is like, Farm Savvy is confused, always laughing, always playing, and Farm Savvy And Famsabi likes food, and that's why he was chasing Amaka. As far as she was concerned, that she never took him seriously, that now they're great friends, they are very, very good friends, but she didn't think that Famsabi was serious as well, that Famsabi was just all over the place, and that's why she can never ever take him seriously.
Having to that guy all over the
Because he
place.
talked.
Famsabi liked
Did he
everybody.
have a conversation with you in any way? Exactly.
Oh, Christelle, I love you. I like you. But, I mean, that's how Famsabi is. Like,
Ebuka then went on to ask Famsavi what was going on exactly with him and all these women. So he said it's actually Amaka he liked, and Amaka had disappointed him. So he just thought, oh well, him and Christio, they get along. So why not Christio? That even after she left, he kept on talking about her, that oh, maybe that's where he should have actually focused instead of going for Amaka, who obviously let him down, and that his feelings for Amaka, they were genuine, and that right now he's really close to Christio. And Ebuka was like, so is Christio a plan B? It was like he wouldn't say it's plan, but his feelings just evolved, and went from one person to the other, and then on to Diana. Like, okay, so what was it with Diana? And it was like Diana was super caring. After the games, Diana will always reach out, and he actually liked the way Diana cared for him and took her time to have conversations with him, and that is why he leaned towards her. And they were like, was Diana another plan? He's like, no, he doesn't have all of these plans. Ebuka now ask Diana as well, what do you have to say about Famsavi now that you guys are outside the house? Diana admitted that if they were on the same level from inception, that maybe they would have, been very cool. That you never know, that she is really caring. To her, it's not a big deal. She just genuinely cares for people, and you never know where these things are going to go. So she was like, you never know what would have happened, but she knows they would have been very cool.
I think we would have been very cool. So I came out, he reached out to me, say he wanted to take me on a date. So I was like, okay.
You went on a date.
Waiting for the date.
Diana now went on to declare that Famsavi, we're now out. If you want to take me out on a date, I am waiting. No, and obviously everyone was cheering them on and like, Famsavi, this is what is going on here. Like, this is the shot. Catch your shot. Anyway, so everyone laughed about that. That was like a really cute moment, and it was finally time for them to wrap it up. So Ebuka told them that the reunion is supposed to be a place for them to kind of air their views, to kind of do, just basically say things that they couldn't say on the show, squash beef with their housemates. Like, he knows not everyone will have closure, but at least people should speak up. And he asked them if the reunion was worth it for all of them. And obviously different housemates had different things to say, but overall everyone said it was worth it, regardless of the altercation, regardless of whatever had happened. When Chumsy was asked what she feels about the reunion, she's like, it's fine. For her, it's an eye-opener. At least she knows that there's one person who doesn't care about her but has been pretending to her. And at this point, Eloswag came out to say that this is not the case in his own words.
I always cared for you. Yeah. It's not a past tense thing. I still care for you, but I just kept my distance. I can't keep on trying to reach out to you in a time when you're down, and you don't want to reciprocate, Also, I feel like if we were that close in the house, coming out, you should have opened up to me too.
So yes, as far as I'm concerned, this was Elo Swag's way of saying, Chumsy, I didn't mean any harm. I just really cared about you. You should have just told me what you were going through. We are having something, so why the distance? So yeah, I'm now supporting Elo Swag. I changed my mind about Chumsy dumping him, and I take it back. Elo Swag is actually really cool, and I agree that they should talk it over. So yeah, different housemates had different things to say about the experience, but overall it was all worth it, and it was worth it for us, the viewers, as well. There is clarity. Or what do you guys think about this reunion? Thank you for following the journey. And if you haven't, I did the reunion from day 2 to day 10. Clap for me now. Give me thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you so much. Don't forget, I'll be right here for the next edition, which is coming soon. I'm sure they'll soon announce auditions. Once reunion is over, that's the next thing. So please, guys, stay tuned. It's about to be lit. Let me close off this video by sharing some clips of what the housemates had to say about their closing remarks from the show. Bye, guys.
Not everybody will end up being peaceful. For me, I am really happy to be in a space with everybody all over again, and it's been good.
A particular person
had bad intentions towards me, but smiled at me. I'm glad that it was worth it.
So I'm happy that I was able to speak my piece. And, yeah.
Like it was the opportunity to hear some juicy gist, also seeing everyone, seeing that everybody, the glow up is real. You know?
I said earlier, there's so many false narratives about me. Sometimes when I wake up to some news, I feel like I've heard things, I'm married.
No shade, but I mean, like Diana said, the glow up is real. People have grown, people are speaking different, some people are more controlled. It's been very interesting. To you, the viewers and the fans, keep supporting the show, and we'll see you when next Big Brother Naija hits your screen.